Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a Magic Review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. We are climbing up to 50,000 subscribers this year. So excited, can't wait. It's been a personal goal of mine for a long time. But did you know that when I first started doing Magic Reviews, I didn't have a lot of followers, right? Obviously. And I wasn't that good. I wasn't that good. I didn't have a good camera, didn't have a good microphone, didn't have good lighting. There was a lot of didn't shave, had weird glasses. There's a lot of negatives to my early reviews, but a guy I really looked up to was Jeff Stone. Jeff Stone, not only is he a magician and a working pro, he's also a creator. He's also a creator, and he also had a review channel. And when Murphy's Magic started sending me product, Murphy's was already working with him, had a partnership with him for a really long time. And people were just going to Jeff Stone's channel. And that was like the magic review channel out there at the time. And he was so funny and he was so creative. He did lots of stuff with music, like he was always talking about music. And he and I probably grew up around the same time and probably listened to some of the same bands. And so I don't know, I just kind of gravitated towards him and watched his channel and really like idolized what he was doing. And so I started, I didn't pattern myself off of him for sure. He and I have two totally different styles, but I certainly was inspired by him. And I was like, oh, I hope I'm as famous as Jeff Stone on YouTube one day. So, and I talk about Jeff Stone a lot because of that, because he's an inspiration. And so Jeff Stone reached out to me. He reached out to me because he's a super nice guy. He's very kind. And he was able to send me some of his tricks from his store, stonecoldmagic.com. And anything I show you now that is a review for Jeff Stone, you'll be able to go to stonecoldmagic.com and pick those up. I'm gonna start doing some Jeff Stone reviews. Okay, so he sent me some DVDs, and he sent me some books and some marketed effects, lecture notes, and so definitely going forward, we are going to be doing some Stone Cold Magic reviews. That's right, Stone Cold Magic Reviews. I don't know if that's the same. That's not the same guy, right? I don't think that's the same guy. All right, today we're going to look at Dead Ringer. Dead Ringer, Jeff Stone, stonecoldmagic.com, $40 at stonecoldmagic.com. What is Dead Ringer? Dead Ringer is, it's not really a do-as-I-do trick. It kind of is, but it involves these little vintage cards, okay, from yesteryear, from days of yore. They depict this old-timey photographs, right? And what you do is you explain to your spectator, amongst these cards, there is one who is a killer, and the rest of them are all victims. And in a little prediction envelope, you have a picture of the killer. And then you, through the pattern, have the spectator eliminate the pictures. And every time they eliminate a picture, they stick a little tiny skull, on it to denote that person is dead. That person is dead. Until they're down to one last card. One last card, they flip it. You go to the envelope and you pull out your prediction and they match. And they match. And let me just say, the envelope is not rigged. The prediction is in there from the very beginning and it's never changed. And the spectator makes a ton of decisions that are legitimately theirs. Let's talk about it. All right, so let's say you pay your $40 to jeffstonemagic.com. What are you going to get? You get everything you need in a little plastic box. You'll get all the vintage photographs, and they are printed on heavy cardstock. And you get the black envelope, even. And you'll get the little vial that's corked with the 6 miniature skulls inside. And you'll get access to a 33-page PDF that explains exactly how to do it. Is it what I thought? Not at first. Not at first, but after I read how it goes, right? After I read it, I recognized not the routine, but the method. I recognized the method because I do a trick very similar to this already. There's a battle royale effect that's done with princesses from Phil Smith's Mythology Codex. He uses the same method. And so I was already doing a trick very similar to this. So that was the only, but that's the only part I recognized. Is it well made? You're getting grayscale vintage photographs. And really, you could even mess these up if you wanted to. So they didn't look as neat and pristine as they do when they came out of the box. You could, scratch them up or like burn the edges, I don't know, and make them look, coffee stain the backs, right? You could coffee stain the backs. And let me just say one other thing. You can change this up. You could change this up. Jeff is gonna give you 2 sets of cards. So you could literally make the force card any picture you'd like. So once you get the pictures in front of you, if you're like, oh, I want the killer to be a girl, or I want the killer to be a guy, or I want the killer to be older or younger, you can make that call. You can make that call. The spectator is only going to ever see the one prediction card, but he's going to give you enough prediction cards that you can make it whomever you'd like. All right, so what's taught on the PDF? You're going to get an intro, and you'll get the full pattern. Full pattern. And Jeff does this a lot for all of his tricks. He gives you full pattern, including all of his jokes. You're getting in the history of the effect, the props that are used. He does a deep dive into the force, and he gives you his own tips on how to improve it. He covers some different variations, and he gives you some alternate handlings. Pocket space, it's all pretty small, right? Your predictions in an envelope, the cards are about the same size as the envelope. The vial with the skulls in it is small. I mean, those things could all fit in your front pocket. They could all fit in an outside pocket of a dinner jacket. Heck, you could leave it inside the little plastic box and carry it around like that. So the elements themselves are not that big. How are the angles? Like I was saying, there's no switching, right? There's no switching. There's no multiple outs. It never misses. So there's nothing to find. The cards aren't gimmicked. They're not gaffed. They're not marked in any way. Nope. Sleights and difficulty level. How hard is this? It's not hard. Not hard at all. There's no sleight of hand. There's no DLs. There's no false counts. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. It's purely presentation. Purely presentation, which means you can relax. You can relax and work on your pattern, work on your presentation. You can work on making this as fun or as eerie or as mysterious as you want. You can pitch this as mentalism, right? You can pitch this as spooky magic, Halloween magic. The choice is yours. How much setup and reset is there? I mean, you're really only just changing the prediction card. And you don't, I mean, once you have your prediction in the envelope, you don't reset it. You just put that prediction back in the envelope and you walk to the next table. So it's great for walk around. Positives, I mean, it's spooky magic, right? It's scary magic. And I don't know that there's a lot of products out there in the market that do that. We tend to either make magic about how great you are at cards, right? So to show off your card skill, or show off your coin skills, right? So there's those like skill demonstrations, which even like 3-card monte is that kind of thing, right? There's also tricks where you predict something, which this trick is. It is a prediction, right? It is mentalism. But I think there is an audience for magic that sends shivers down your spine, right? And there's, I think, magicians that kind of have that approach. And so whereas it could play like that, it doesn't have to. So I think that's the great thing about the effect. You don't even have to do it with the pattern that he gives you. There's nothing about the props that say killer, right? You could make this anything you want. You could make this people who've gone missing. You could make this people who've been abducted by aliens. Yeah, you could make it whatever you wanted. Negatives, I think the only negative is, I mean, there's no video tutorial now. And we live in a day and age where videos are very easy to make. And Jeff certainly knows how to make videos, right? So it'd been nice to have a video tutorial. I think the other negative is it's not complicated. Like once you know the trick and you see the props, there could be an element to yourself that says, oh, I could have just made this myself. I mean, sure you could have, but it's nice that Jeff has made it all. I mean, to have to find those photographs, to have them printed out on the cardstock, to source the little skulls and source the bottle, like Jeff did all that for you. So yes, there's nothing mechanical or battery operated or something that where he's like, I could have made this myself. Sure, you could have, but Jeff did all of it for you, and he's packaged it for you, and he's given you the trick. So that all of that work that was put into the back end, that's what you're paying for. And that's the end of my video. That is the end. That is everything I wanted to say. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Now hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Help me live my dream. My dream is to hit 50,000 subscribers, and you can help. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being a part of this. And do me a favor, head on down to Jeff Stone's website. Give him some patronage. He's got other things. Like I said, he's got books, he's got DVDs, he's got lecture notes. Check out stonecoldmagic.com. Thanks to Jeff Stone, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.